often say that the eyes are the windows to the soul, allowing others to easily detect the hidden secrets within a person. But perhaps few know that the eyes of the gods have existed since ancient times all over the world. Does it truly have the power to influence our human lives? Please watch the following video. Life is always full of joys and sorrows, and that is perhaps its truest essence. The famous Russian writer Tolstoy once said, "Happy families are all alike, but every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way." In many ancient cultures, human joy and misfortune may have a happiness without individual suffering. In many ancient cultures, human joy and misfortune both originate from the evil eye. The evil eye is recorded in the Quran in Greek, Arabic, and Ancient Arabic. The evil eye is considered the source of rebirth as well as destruction, growth, and death. This concept was widely used in early tribes of the Mediterranean and Asia. Its prevalence has deeply rooted in ancient Egyptian and Asian cultures. Even today, the curse of the evil eye in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa remains frightening. While all traditional religions today, including Judaism, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and Buddhism, mention the evil eye. Around 8000 BC, the first ancestors began Neolithic life in the area between the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, also known as Mesopotamia. By 2900 BC, cuneiform writing was perfected. The ancestors of Mesopotamian civilization recorded their cultural essence on clay tablets using cuneiform, and the evil eye was also carved on them. According to records, this is considered its first appearance, and we are fortunate to find some information about the origin of the evil eye. Additionally, since ancient Greek times, whether poets or writers, such as Hesiod, Plato, Heliodorus, and Pliny, they all left behind works that record sayings about the eyes of the gods. At the same time, Alexander the Great of the Macedonian kingdom in ancient Greece spread the evil eye throughout the Near East. Today, although cultures have different views on the evil eye, this ancient perspective has spread to most regions of the world and been passed down from generation to generation. What secret does the evil eye hide behind? In Western culture, the all-seeing eye, the image of a single eye within a triangle, is hidden everywhere. Not only appearing in countless churches and buildings related to Freemasonry worldwide, but you might easily recognize it printed on the back of the US $1 bill, as well as once being the symbol on the Great Seal of the United States. The all-seeing eye of Providence is a symbol of Freemasonry and first appeared in religious artworks of the Renaissance period to represent the glory of God. The Last Supper. Although the all-seeing eye symbol was added after the work was completed, likely around the 1600s. In later versions, the all-seeing eye symbol was added as a form of personifying divine will. That is, the mercy of God, according to its revelation and purpose. The all-seeing eye was created as a sign of God's loving protection over humanity. Envy and jealousy are both expressed through the eyes. The ancients believed that human eyes could emit astonishing magical powers. Especially when a person is driven by jealousy or evil thoughts from within, this malevolent power is infinitely amplified. Besides their role as a source of information, human eyes are also our primary tool in communication. The Greek historian Plutarch attempted to rationalize the fear of this dazzling magical light through scientific explanation. He believed that a person's positive or negative energy comes from their eyes. And he truly believed that the eyes are the gateway to the soul. Later, scientists discovered that when someone is jealous, Upon seeing others possess something particularly beautiful, some energy accumulates in their eyes. But whether this substance is good or not, current science and technology have not yet concluded. However, in ancient Greek literary works, this type of energy is called human desire. Naturally, in all religions, desire is the embodiment of the devil. Or when Buddhism speaks of suffering, its deep-rooted origin is desire. Greed in Buddhism refers to generating desire, excessive greed, and pursuing forms, sounds, scents, tastes, touch, food, sleep, money, fame, and worldly possessions. Therefore, Buddhism teaches people not to have desires and not to crave anything. When greed arises, the heart becomes anxious, restless, and may even lead to opposing others, harming oneself and others. Although in the process of pursuing greed, you may feel satisfied and happy for a short time. But when you want to maintain the status quo to create this happiness, suffering appears. Gains and losses make the suffering even more profound. As mentioned earlier, the eyes are also the windows to the soul. Therefore, when humans are obsessed, both positive and negative energies can be emitted through the eyes and affect those around them. Those obsessed with ambition often have greater energy. Therefore, do not let your own desires take over. Always be content and happy. The eyes will thus also shine and become gentler. Beyond religious perspectives, in the ancient Egyptian story of the god Horus, the Eye of Horus refers to betrayal, royalty, murder, and loss. However, today many people often associate it with healing, strength, and survival. The Eye of Horus is also called Waze and Uzat. Thousands of people around the world still wear Eye of Horus amulets around their necks to protect themselves from unforeseen evils in the present or future. The history of the Eye of Horus is an interesting one. It is believed that the eye belonged to the god Horus, son of Osiris and Isis. He lost an eye while fighting his uncle Seth to avenge his father. Ultimately, Horus defeated Seth, but he lost an eye. Horus's eye was later restored by his wife Hathor. Since the Eye of Horus was miraculously healed, the ancient Egyptians began to associate this eye with healing abilities. Moreover, it is quite popular in other spiritual fields. Some call it the Eye of Wisdom, the third eye, the Eye of Truth, or the insight beyond time and space. It can be seen that it was very widespread in ancient Egypt. Normally today, we still see the RX symbol on prescriptions. Essentially, RX originates from the word recipe, meaning formula in Latin. However, various hypotheses indicate that the RX symbol is derived from the Eye of Horus. In reality, this has not yet been proven. In general, we are still unsure whether the eye truly has such formidable magical power. However, it has been widely used in many ancient architectural works such as temples and monuments. Archaeologists and experts were quite amazed when they accidentally encountered it in many temples and began piecing the history together. Initially, they viewed it from an artistic perspective, but eventually, they realized it held great significance in ancient Egyptian culture. Another story surrounding the Eye of Horus is that mother Isis deliberately removed Horus. She was the one who divided it into 6 pieces. Each piece had some kind of special power. Ancient Egyptian mathematicians took the concept of numbers from their mythology. Each part is a fraction corresponding to the meaning of a unit of measurement. The right side of the eye is 1/2. The pupil is 1/4. The eyebrow is 1/8. The left side of the eye is 1/16. The curved tail is 1/32, and the teardrop is 1/64. As mentioned above, experts are not certain about the power or abilities of the Eye of Horus. However, people from all over the world still worship this eye, mainly because it brings them happiness and peace. People hang paintings or amulets of the Eye of Horus in their home to counteract all kinds of negative energy. It has become a tradition in many different families and ancient records as well as modern beliefs about the divine eye. Whether it truly expresses joy in misfortune, or has the ability to protect us from evil things or not. Share your perspective with Euro404 in the comment section below. And now, hello and wish everyone a cool day.